Thank you so much for the opportunity to share. And I like to say that I'm all about connection, community, and transformation because unless you connect and dive in and bond with a community that is going to benefit your transformation, you're kind of wasting your time, aren't you? So this is a way that we can actually address what my theme scripture verse is out of 3rd John. And as 3rd John talks about everyone being fellow helpers in this mission to minister to you spirit, soul, and body. And we are all fellow helpers in this mission. So I am so appreciative of what you've done here, Antoinette, with TKC and your sacrifice and your time that's been devoted for this, for connecting the people, creating a community for that transformation. So let's dive into what we have today in our presentation about food and why it's important to choose whole food nutrition to be our medicine. I think Hippocrates was one that made this powerfully famous. Let your food be your medicine and your medicine your food. Well, I think we veered a little further away from this truth than what our forefathers expected. So I like to believe that in Genesis chapter 1, when it talks about also letting your food be your medicine, which was the higher power than even Hippocrates, it's nutrient power that we're talking about here. Well, try to go a day without food and your body starts to react. Obviously, there are benefits to fasting. Maybe we'll do a class on that. But nutrients by far are the raw materials that our creator created for us to build new structures, new cells, new tissue, and to regenerate the old and to repair the damage. And we've kind of forgotten this concept, but we're coming back to it. Nutrients are the natural match for our biology, our chemistry, our structure. It sustains, it builds, it activates, it moderates, and does everything we actually need for it to do. It's the language. I like to say that nutrition, nutrients in the power of food, living foods, is the language of life. And our bodies were created and designed at the DNA level, a language of life. And so this is what matches, and this is what will get the job done. Well, you can't talk about nutrition without addressing our present crisis. And our present crisis is that, well, we have leaned upon something other than nutrition for our health. And we're in trouble because of it. And it's called pharmaceutical drugs. There are side effects to it. And again, it doesn't match the molecular structure of our bodies. It doesn't agree with our chemistry, doesn't agree with our biology. Yes, there are times when we need it to support and help, and especially in times of emergencies, but for chronic long-term use, just to cause or have a symptom of something disappear for a short period of time, and then all of a sudden have 7 more symptoms because of a side effect of the medications that you're taking, that just doesn't make sense. So it is all about establishing order at the border and being able to do something that agrees with your biology and your chemistry and how God created your body. So we're taking a look at just the demographics here. Who's healthy, who's not healthy. When you take a look at what the CDC has posted, the WHO has posted about the healthiest nations in the world, and this just simply means who is getting chronic disease like cancer and what we call metabolic syndrome, cancer, diabetes, obesity, heart disease, things like that. We're looking at United States sitting at number 35, and yet we spend more on medical care cost than we do on military. So it's kind of like the saying goes, if you keep doing the same thing over and over again, you're going to get the same results. And that's also a definition of insanity. So this is where we're choosing an alternative pathway to actually gain a better benefit and a better outcome and a wonderful transformation. And are things getting any better? No. Throwing money at a problem is not the solution. And I think we are better at resolving our own problems than the government is.